Hey, this is Kesha. Welcome and welcome back. So I'm sure you can recognize that we got something a little bit different going on. Let me first by telling you it is December 31st and it's probably like 8, I don't know, 8:30, whatever. So if you hear some noises in the background, it might be people setting off fireworks and having a good time doing whatever they're doing. I am having a good time doing what I'm doing, and that is bringing you this video. The nonsense that you see my camera focused on is my jewelry, and I don't know if I should be ashamed that I'm a jewelry designer and this is what it's looking like, or we're just going to have to accept the fact that I'm also human and I have been on a journey, and these things have been in these boxes for the last several years. I haven't really been wearing jewelry other than my go anywhere every day, always ready pair of earrings. And occasionally, before it became this bad, there were a couple of choice pieces that I could pick off the top and didn't really have to get into it. But earlier tonight, I went to film a video and there was a specific brooch that I wanted to find and wear, and I couldn't. And I ended up tossing these little these two boxes, and I realized that the year I've been planning and quote unquote putting off maybe filming this video, it was just simply time. And so we're going to sit here and do it. A note on this camera setup: this is not a professional overhead camera rig. This is something I have MacGyvered the hell up, and the fact that it's happened is a true testament to my engineering upbringing and creative ability, because this setup is something really cool. But it's also going to mean that I need to be very careful in terms of, like, if I bump the table a little bit, then the camera's also going to move, and I'm not going to really be able to do anything about that other than to be careful. So if you notice that the camera is moving a little bit, it's just because I bumped the table, and we're just going to have to live with that. I can already tell you that this is going to be a long video, because what I plan to do is just sit here and go through and sort everything. Off the top of my head, I can imagine that there's going to be definitely a stack of things that need to be repaired. So I'm going to put all that in a separate in a separate box or separate container. And then I want to separate out, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and so on and so forth. I've got about 5 containers here and the floor next to me. So hopefully that'll be enough room to separate. I'm going to try not to separate things on the table so much, just so it will help hopefully minimize the movement. But I think that's probably enough preamble. I'm just going to go ahead and sit down and get into it, and we'll see what we've got. I mean, I'm just as curious as you are, honestly, because while, yes, I may have made some of this, and I'll certainly point out when I did, and I'll tell you the little stories I have behind it if there is one. Dude, I haven't seen most of what's in here in who knows how long, because, like I said, this box of jewelry has been packed for years as I've moved and transitioned around and done whatever. So yeah, let's just let's get into it. So hopefully, I'm assuming that where this all is, you can see pretty well. So I'm just going to hold things up in front of you. These leather cuffs, I can never get enough of these. If I see them, I'm buying them. And so this is just a couple. There should be some more. We're just going to put those in the bracelet pile. At some point in the last couple of years, oh, you know what? I had a job where I got to look cute. I was a manager at a hair salon. And so I had to wear black and white, but accessories were my choice. And I found that I needed a little more bling. And so I went through a period where I was buying really bright blingy bracelets. This is one of them. And I don't work there anymore, and I don't do that anymore, but I still like a big, woo, okay, I can see the camera moving back and forth. I still like these types of bracelets, and so I'm likely going to get more of them. Like I said, I like my cuffs. I'm just going to pull things out, as they show up. Another little bracelet. This isn't going to be so much of a declutter unless I see something that's obvious that I'm getting rid of. Really, this is just about me sorting and inventory. I do actually like to store my jewelry in plastic bags, and that's actually what what these are. So I'll keep those down here. Who knows what this is? Bracelet box. Yeah, cool. So we'll be using that at some point. This is in this bag because it needs to be repaired. Big bracelets, cuffs, you know, I like it. Oh, cool as ice. This is a piece that I made many moons ago. And we'll be throwing bags away. Who knows what else that is? The first day that I wore this, I went to a gallery opening and I had a woman waving her credit card at me trying to buy this off my neck. And her name is Jane, and she became one of my best clients. I think of her often, especially when I wear this. And it really is quite something on the neck, and you know, I like to, as I mentioned to people as they were buying my jewelry, catch them coming and going. So of course you have, you know, all of this happening in the front, and I hope this is being captured well, but all this is happening in the front, and then you've got, you know, the clasp, and then this is coming down the back. Again, catch them coming and going. And if you happen to have somebody who is putting your jewelry on you, it's nice to give them some interest and things to look at as well. So there is also that. Not going to worry about putting things in the plastic bags now. Really, this is all about sorting. This is a little bracelet. I think I picked this up from Goodwill, and I think I got it just for the stones. I don't imagine I'm going to be keeping this, and really when I look at the stones, I'm not that excited anyway. So I'm just going to put this one I will put in the declutter or sell pile. Oops. Yeah. So some of these bags are so old that they are falling apart. But in with that crystal necklace that you just saw, was rock crystal quartz. There was a komplekt, as they say in Russian, of earrings and a ring. And these were made by Firma Opal, which is the jewelry concern that I worked with in Kyrgyzstan. I will, when I post this video, I'll make sure to include a link to their website. They're still producing beautiful jewelry, and this is one of my favorite little sets from them. Sets I'm not going to put separately, or I'll just put that to the side. Oh, this little sucker. This is, there's only one left, right? This is one of my favorite jeweled, it is actually a jeweled headband. I picked these up in Turkey at the bazaar, and I know exactly where to go to find the gentleman that sells these. And I have a couple, but over time, the little gemstones have all popped out. I know that all the gemstones are in here because I've saved them all. They're just in the bottom of the bag, in the bottom of the box, and we'll get to those at some point. Into the repair bin. That's what this is too. Like you can see some of the jewels on there, and sometimes they just pop out, and I just need to put a little super glue on them and get them back in there. But those I love to wear. They're like little crowns, honestly. Oh, here's a cute little something. This is a bracelet that I've made. There was a 3-day period where I did not sleep, and I made, I don't know, like 40 some handbags. And some of the handbags had this trim on them. And so with some of the excess trim, I made these bracelets, and I also had these really cool buttons. And so this one still has a price tag on it because apparently I was going to sell it, but then I probably took it out because I really liked it and decided to keep it for myself. So yeah, and then I just did a little loop there, and they how does this work? I hope you guys can see this. But yeah, so cute little bracelet. There are a few more of these. I'm excited. Oh yes, this is a piece. It does have a name. I don't remember what it is at this point, but I do know that the story of this. Oh, we're moving a little too much. I had taken a break from making jewelry, and that break was probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And at the time I had never done something like that. But I was just having a crisis. You know, I had been a jeweler for, you know, I don't know, several years at that point. 5, 6 or so, and just needed a break, I suppose. And I took 4 months off, and then one day was inspired, and I sat down and I ripped this number out. And again, when you talk about catching them coming and going, of course, you have this beautiful Cinnabar double happiness carved pendant, and then some nephrite jade beads, and then the clasp. It's a toggle clasp that looks like this. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I haven't worn this in forever, but I do love it. And glad to say that I made it. Well, here is one of the brooches. I got this on a trip to Indianapolis at a little antique shop, and I think I bought 3 brooches from the same shop all at once, and I had never really cared too much for brooches, but this was one of them. And I love to wear this, and not just as a brooch, although you'll see it in one of the earlier videos, or one of the videos I filmed earlier today. But I also wear it as like an ornament. I've got this one purple dress that I made, and I wear it like on the hip as a decorative element. It looks great, but in the center there's a large stone, and that's missing, so this is going to go in the repair pile. I don't know if I should be going faster. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but there's just a lot of stuff, so we're just going to take our time and enjoy it, I think. Oh yes, God, these colors, these are beautiful. This is a mixture of so many different things. Green amethyst, first and foremost. I found those in Hong Kong. You know, at one point, you know, I had been buying my gemstones at different trade shows, and I could see there's an evolution, like in terms of how I used to attend trade shows. At first, I would go and just buy everything I could when I first saw it, and then I got to be a little bit smarter because my money would run out, you know, after 20 minutes in the show, and I'd be upset because then at, you know, mark 22, I'd find something else I wanted to buy, but I couldn't. So I got a little smarter, and I started to go through the show in full without spending anything, making notes about who I wanted to spend my money with, and then I would go back and start to buy things. And then the next iteration was that when I found something I really liked, I would try to buy as much of it as I could, because I knew that if I liked it that much, that I'd be able to make beautiful things with it. And then the next iteration was, I went to a gem show, came home so psyched, and was like, I'm going to go to Hong Kong, where the people that I'm buying from buy from. And within a year, life had worked out such that I was living in Korea and went to Hong Kong to a gem show. And I remember going in the first day, and I couldn't see anything to buy, which is crazy, because if you know me, you know I know how to spend money. And I was there for gems, and they had gems, but there was nothing I thought I wanted to buy. And I was like, look, I have come all the way to Hong Kong, and I'm going to make something happen. And the second day when I went through there, that's where I found the strand of beautiful green amethyst. And so I bought, it was just the one strand that I bought, and I was happy with that. And this is one of the pieces that I made from it. I have sold many of the pieces that I've used the green amethyst from, but I've kept quite a few just because they were it was such a story for me that they're really close, and I just have kept them. And there's rock crystal quartz, different types of pearls, other rock crystal. Yeah, this is just a really beautiful, lovely piece that I enjoy. Oh, look at this. This is something that I made from my time in Kyrgyzstan. The first time I was at my jewelry studio. Yeah. These are done in German silver, which is what the metal. When I started making jewelry, I practiced in German silver before I moved to sterling, and then the stones are goldstone. Is it goldstone glass? I called them my mountain pearls. This was one of my first pair of earrings, and they're made in a very Kyrgyz style. I also had a strand of the goldstone glass, and I called them my mountain pearls. And I wore the strand of necklace. I wore the strand of beads and these earrings for, I mean, my goodness, probably every day for the 9 months that I was there. Like, I wore them all the time. So these are quite special to me. Earrings. Next. Ooh. This is an elegant necklace. It is a necklace, yeah. In a style that became quite signature for me, and I made so many of these and sold so many, and everybody loves them, and they're all different. Very much trick of the eye, like your eye doesn't fall in one particular place, it just moves over it, and it's all quite harmonious. And again, with the dangling clasp to catch them coming and going. I think I've underestimated how sitting so low and having to hold my arms up is uncomfortable. I might take a moment here and change my seat. Again, this is back from that period where I worked in the hair salon and was into bigger jewelry and statement stuff. Oh yeah, this is a Brahmin. It's the strap for. It's from Brahmin. It's the strap that they use to make their purses, but they also sell some of the extras as accessories. I wear this like it's, you know, a leather cuff, and I wear this a lot. So I'm glad to see this and have it back, because I'll be wearing it sometime soon. Oh, you're going to see a few of these. I've got a bunch of watches in various states of repair. I have tried to pull the pin so that I'm not running the battery, but it might be the case that the batteries are dead. And you know, I like them all for the look. This one isn't particularly expensive, but I like the look of it. And this is one that because of the color of the leather, I would wear that a lot with the that leather strap bracelet that you just saw, and wear it all together because I like that chunkiness. So yeah, watches will get their own spot. Ooh, Komandirovsky chassis. This I got in Moscow on a trip, and you can see the leather starting to crack, so I'll probably need to find a new band for it, but I will probably just wear it until it completely falls apart. Again, I love the chunkiness of it. And you know, of course I'm going to want a Russian watch. I'll go back and I want another one. Again, with Kesha and her leather cuffs. This is also you know, wraparound leather cuff type dealio. I think it needs to see a few repairs, or at this point it might actually need to just be tossed or saved to repair something else. But you know, when I wore this a lot, I loved wearing it, and yeah, it's a cool one. I need to figure out another seating solution. I'm sitting too low to the ground and starting to hurt my arms. I'm going to be right back. Give me one second. Yeah. I think this is going to make it a little bit easier for me. Hopefully I don't hit the table. Okay, good. Let's see how this works now. Definitely feels better. I got tons and tons of sunglasses. And I never buy them. Well, this pair actually I may have, but I would have bought them on sale. Otherwise, I usually just find them and whatever. Oh, this is a piece that I made ever so long ago. It's made from Kuzmancho, the evil eye beads that I grew to be so fond of in Central Asia. This size, this type, they're rare. This is not what they normally make, but I was lucky enough to get, you know, a good handful of them, and now I have them to you know, to make jewelry out of. One of my favorite pieces, actually. It's quite strong. I don't know the last time I've worn it, but you know, I still love that I made it. Ooh, this is a belt that I bought in Turkey. Oh yes, with all the coins and all the noise. Yeah. You know, I'm just going to say it. When I wear this, I'm a bad bitch. Not that I'm not any other time of the year, but especially when I have this on. But yeah, I love it. I mean, wearing coins, of course, is a thing. You know, to wear money is to make money. So I was told very early in my jewelry career, and I've always loved coins anyway. So these are Turkish coins with the Sultan signature. And yeah, I love this belt. I might have another one too. We'll see. Oof. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is another set of jewelry from my jewelry studio in Kyrgyzstan. Earrings, pendants, and ring done in a Kyrgyz style. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I don't know that I've actually gotten to wear these. I think they came to me. They got crushed in delivery, so I think I had to like do some minor reshaping and repair. You know, the ring looks a little bit out of kilter there, but that's okay. That can easily be fixed. The pendant's a little bit, you know, out of curve, but that's okay too. It looks fine the way it is. So yeah, I'm happy to have these. Fun. Ooh, these are cool. If you've seen my house tour video, you have seen the collection of ornaments that I have hanging up there, prosperity ornaments that I've made from jade and carnelian and dendritic agate. This is a really nice one. I don't know why it's in the jewelry box and not with the others, but it's still mine and I still have it and I made it and I'm happy. Huh. These are a small collection of rings. Let's see. This is this is a ring made by the artist Levon Avakian. This is his signature style. At least it was when I knew him, and this was the first ring that he ever made in this style. And then this is I think I just got this at a market in Miami. So there's that. Ooh, yes, a lovely pair of earrings that I got from the Grand Bazaar in Turkey, and I tell you, these just remind me of being, you know, regal. Don't want to use the word queen because everybody uses it, but I had the title long before, and well, these fit the bill. I love these. Oh, yes. You know how, you know, like in the 20s, the flappers had their long strands of pearls. Well, I had a bunch of these beautiful beads and made a long, it's, you know, double-stranded clasp. But then this particular part can be knotted if I wanted it, or I can wear it as a triple strand. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces. Love, love, love this. Very elegant, if I must say so myself. Ha ha. Kyrie's bracelet. This one doesn't have any design on it, just a hammered piece of silver. Very much the style. This is something that an unmarried Kyrgyz woman, a Kyrgyz girl would wear. And I've got a few of these different types of cuffs. I do like this style. And you know, it doesn't look very polished now, but wearing it is the best polish. And if I were to wear this every day, it would just, you know, shine right up. Likewise, I could polish it, but like I said, if I haven't worn it, then it's going to be a little bit tarnished. Oh, cool. Something's going on here. What is going on? Looks like something broke. Yeah, this is it's a strand of, again, the Kuzmancho, the evil eye beads from Uzbekistan. This looks like a bracelet, and it looks like it broke at the knot, so I'll just have to restring that. Clear up some of this clutter here. These look like pieces of a bracelet, something I was stringing together, something that I fixed or something. Who knows? We'll see. It'll make more sense when I find the rest of the pieces that it belongs to. Oh, hey, cool. These are fun. Series of bracelets. I probably have a few of these. And I just love them, you know. They come from the bazaar in Turkey, and they're all different styles, all different colors. I just picked the one that looks best on me at that particular time, and I've gotten a few from each trip, and love wearing them. They're just, you know, on elastic. And what I usually do with, well, any elastic bracelet, but particularly these, I will restring it after I get it, because I like them to fit really tight. And yeah, like I love these. Oh, it's going to be nice to have access to these. It's been a while, and now that I see them, I remember that I missed them. Next. Ooh. This is a bracelet. Oh, yes. So, like that rock crystal quartz necklace, I have one in Ametrine. Ametrine is a stone that is a mix of amethyst and citrine. So this one I have as a bracelet, but I'm sure that I have a necklace in here. On me, it reads as a neutral, and I just love it. It's been photographed in magazines. I've sold so many of these. I don't know. I think they were, what, I want to say $225, but beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Totally statement. Like I used to say with my jewelry, jewelry for women who like to be noticed. This will do the trick every single time. Here's another bracelet. I picked this up at a bookstore probably a year ago now, because it's been forever since I've been to that particular bookstore. But I got it knowing that it needed repairs, and I haven't done them yet. But again, you can see, like, so the elastic that it was on was rather weak, and it's, you know, people probably stretched it out while they were trying it on. But I didn't mind that, which is able to actually get them to come down a little on the price because of it, you know, letting them know that I have to restring it to make it work. But yeah, at some point I'll put it in the repair bin now, but yeah, I'll just tighten it up with some elastic, and then I'll get to wear this beautiful bracelet. More cuffs. This is a Kyrgyz design. This one I don't think I've ever worn. I really don't. I don't think I have. Anyway, oh, don't know. I wish I treated this one a little bit better, because now I see that it's all warped from being just thrown in here. But I really did enjoy this little bracelet. I mean, it's like, you know, one of those $10 things that you find at, you know, little cute stores in places like Winter Garden, Florida. Whatever. It looks like one, it probably just needs to be stretched, and maybe there are a couple little rhinestones that need to be pushed back into place, and maybe some minor attention given to it. So I'll put that aside for that. Oh, this was a birthday present to myself, my first birthday in Kyrgyzstan. I remember when I saw this at the Hudojestvenny Salon, the artist salon in Bishkek, and I saw it and contemplated the price of it, but already knew I had to have it, and then went back a few days later with my friends who had come to visit me for my birthday, and we picked it up. And it's funny because they just knew I was going to buy a piece of jewelry. They didn't know what I was going to buy, and then like they were looking around and stuff, and I picked it out, and the person was like, do you want to wear this, or do you want to back it up? I'm like, no, I'm wearing it. So I put this on, and when they turned around, they saw that I had this. I'm like, whoa, that's what you came here for? Hell yeah, it is. I just absolutely love this. And I haven't worn it in forever, and so I'm really glad to have it back. Yeah, I just love, I love this. That might be the only thing that's going back in the bag now, but when it finds its proper home, I will take care of it accordingly. Oh, what's this? This looks like an interesting melange of things. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look. Okay, so this is rock crystal quartz pendant wire wrapped. I got this in Atlanta from a really talented artist. And I have it on a small chain, mirror box. And, ooh, that's going to be so pretty around my neck once again, now that I get to wear it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So lucky to have so many beautiful things. This one I'm going to try to put in a bag too, just because I don't want to deal with that chain getting any more knotted than it already is. What else was in that little baggie? Looks like some sorted earrings. That looks, oh, button. You might see a few more buttons because I tend to save them. This is, oh yeah, button. And then a couple of earrings. So remember I mentioned that I have my go anywhere, anytime earrings. I make them for everybody. I mean, as long as you find your pair, they're going to work for you. But yeah, that's just another pair, another couple of sets. I probably set them aside thinking I would wear them, but the truth is I have the one pair that I wear, and I tend to wear the same pair of earrings for years at a time, 3, 4, 8 years at this point with, well, no, 3 and 4 years for sure for a couple pairs of my earrings. The current pair that I have now, I probably have been wearing them every day for about 4 years. And that's not to say that, like, if I'm getting dressed to go out to a special occasion or whatever, that I wouldn't pick a different pair of earrings more suited to the outfit. But on the everyday, like, I have my go-to pair of earrings, and that's what I like to wear. I will put these aside. And in fact, I'll probably end up putting them out to be sold, because the reality is I have what I like, I have what I wear, and I don't really want any others. Oh, this is a fantastic, I mean, oh my God. I don't want to put this on because I think it's got some issues. Not least of which, these beads at one point were all black, but you can see I have worn the hell out of this. But I love this type of, woven cuffs. So I think that's what all that little bag of those other beads that you saw were. They were extras as part of this. And basically what I'm going to need to do is sit down and replace all of these that have worn off to remake that. So, and then tighten up all the elastic. So yeah, that's going to be a fun repair. Couple of things. Yeah, looks like some repair business has to happen. That should be pretty easy. Just needs to stick that back in there with a little bit of adhesive, and then stretch it out over the form so I can go back to wearing it. And it's one of those, like, again, Kesha with her leather cuffs. I do love them all. Okay. What else is in here? Oh, okay, another little piece of repair. Again,